What's going on, everybody? Jay Howe here, and I wanted to give you guys just an update on the Natalya's build and all the different things that are going on with that right now. There's some variations. It's going to depend on some of your gear, but for the most part, there's a lot to get excited about, and I'm going to show you a couple of the skills real quick and a couple items of gear. I'm going to make this pretty quick because on the stream tonight, I did a Greater Rift 49 with a couple minutes to spare, and I just want to let you know that this is pretty potent. You got a lot to look forward to, so hold on to those Natalya's pieces on the live servers right now. Strafe with Icy Trail, because you're going to be running a cold build. This is going to help with the chilling the enemies and a whole bunch of other stuff, and especially if you're playing Season 3 with the Ice Blink Legendary Gem available. Rain of Vengeance, this is going to be your pretty much main attack because you're going to spam this like crazy. You're going to see this actually freezes enemies hit for 2 seconds, so that's really awesome because you're going to be spamming this over and over and over again to pretty much freeze lock everything out. Shadow Power with Gloom, this is very important because you are going to be taking damage by strafing. This allows you to get in there, take a little bit of extra damage, you get some life on hit here, but more importantly, you reduce damage taken by 35% while this is active. Alternatively, depending on what gear you have and what you might have available, you can also run Fan of Knives with Bladed Armor. This is on a 10-second cooldown. This lasts for 6 seconds, so if you can get somewhere in that 30 to 40% cooldown reduction, you have another additional 40% armor. Again, that's going to be a little bit hard to achieve on certain situations. I'll go over that more later. Preparation with Punishment, because you are going to need your hatred. Same here, Vengeance with Seethe. You manage your cooldowns properly, you're going to be okay. Seethe is that one that gets you 10 extra hatred per second. This is just going to do some extra damage while you're out there, which does a really good way, a really good number on getting some proper things in line for you. And then Companion, we're going to be running a 2-piece Marauders because that did get changed a little bit. But the 2-piece here has all Companions to your side. Now keep in mind, more importantly than the 30% damage increase here, you get the extra hatred per second there. That's great. You get the crowd control there. And then the Boar also, which is normally the forgotten one, it increases your resistances to all damage types by 20%. So that's a very nice overall thing to have there to keep in place. Passives, Call the Weak, because you're going to be freezing, chilling, all kinds of stuff, as well as running a Bane of the Trapped. Hot Pursuit. Now this is one that, depending on if you're running 2 one-handers, namely if you have some type of Ancient Calamity, that's going to go a very long way. You can run something like Archery to get the hand crossbow, plus the second hand crossbow bonus of that extra hatred per second. I was focusing more on the speed, although there's going to be some different options you can go with here. I was focusing on the speed portion of it because Strafe does move you at a little bit slower speed. This gives you that for whenever you hit somebody. Awareness, because that gives you the extra life. Perfectionist, because like I said, you are going to be taking a lot of damage in certain circumstances. The main thing is to spam Rain of Vengeance. Just watch the video after this. It's the Greater Rift 49 clear that I was telling you about, and you can actually see just how well Rain of Vengeance spams together. Now, the important pieces obviously are in the Natalya set. They added a 5th affix to the new Natalya Slayer, which increases Rain of Vengeance damage by anywhere between 20 to 25%. That's going to roll no matter what the minute the patch goes live. So that's important to keep in mind that you're going to need to get a new Natalya's. Everything else is the same. Obviously, the pants are new. Running the Natalya's until you get that, but running a 2-piece Marauders in some form or fashion does go a long way. I was trying out the Frostburn as well. That actually works fairly effectively, but you're going to find you're freezing enough stuff from Rain of Vengeance. A Holy Point shot, if you don't have 2 one-handers, I cannot get a cold one for the life of me. I feel like it's reducing some of my damage fairly significantly. So if you have a cold Holy Point shot drop for you in the near future, getting that with Rain of Vengeance on it and crit hit chance is going to be very important. Attack speed, maybe not so much, but at the same time, that is important in certain aspects. Ring of Royal Grandeur, of course. The new belt here for Rain of Vengeance, this can run 3,000 to 4,000%. So in Rain of Vengeance, you use that, it's also going to summon that beast, which is where most of your damage is going to come from. A Unity. Now, for the gems, I was running the Taeguk. This is going to be very important. Go ahead and level up your Taeguk if you haven't already. It's going to be very important for your Demon Hunter while strafing, and you're going to keep that up, and you can pretty much have a 100% uptime on that to get a fairly significant boost in damage. Same as your Bane of the Trapped, you're going to get that extra damage all the time. Now, one of the things that I was testing, the new Molten Wildebeest legendary gem is going to be important as well. You might want to run this, especially for really high Greater Rifts. I was using the Wreath of Lightning for two reasons. One, because it's doing a little bit of extra damage, but while you're under the effect of Wreath of Lightning, you gain 25% increased movement speed, which can be important to avoid a lot of damage. When you're using Strafe, you move at a much slower speed, so it's important to keep that in mind. I'm going to be making some changes. Obviously, if I could get some type of damage reduction amulet here, so if you have a Zephyrian amulet or any of those ones that negate lightning or fire or any of that stuff, especially now Jailer at 49, I was able to avoid being one-shot, especially when I was running Shadow Power, especially having my Unity set up and the Boar in place. Without having that two-piece Marauders, I was getting one shot at various points depending on the situation, but with all that in place, it's still going to be important to find some type of damage mitigation there. That's early on. There's still probably going to be some tweaks to the skills, maybe to the set bonuses. We'll see in about 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks from now, and I will be bringing you all the updates as much as I possibly can when that hits. But I wanted to give you guys something. Hey, you can move away from the Marauders build and have a much more interactive, a much more somewhat challenging and exciting build to play with. So I will give you that now to be able to check out and see this in action and see where we're headed. Now, keep in mind, there are some modifications I can still make to a lot of the gear. And also keep in mind, I was able to do this with 0 ancient pieces. I have 0 pieces of ancient gear, and we were able to get this, clear it, and have some fun with it. So keep all those pieces that you're getting now. Be ready for patch 2.2 or 2.2.0, and enjoy the highlights from the live stream. Thanks for watching, guys. God, I hate Jailer. Oh, reflect damage, I think is going to do me on this one. Oh no, I just lost my take-X deck. Boy, being stuck in the corner of this wall is not fun. No! Whoops. Jailer is wrecking me. Oh, God. Woo! I'm gonna have to stay out of range of that firebolt. Can't keep this guy permafroze, that's for sure. I need to get him down away from this pedestal area, because this is not going to be a good place to fight him. I'm gonna hate to go back and watch this and see all my facial expressions. Oh. To be honest with you guys that are watching, my hand hurts and I'm gonna like try and reposition these skills. As a matter of fact, whoo, my hand's starting to hurt really bad. Die, you bastard. Yeah, there we go. Definitely gonna have to change up how I use my skills. That was work. My hand hurts. And that is the new Natalya. It's not too shabby. Your skill has grown.